guys and girls, and welcome back to News Today. Today is the 10th of June 2021, and yes, Tranmere have made two announcees who have signed for Tranmere, and they are Christopher Merrie and Nathaniel Knight Percival. Obviously, we're going to talk about Christopher Merrie, Chris Merrie, from who used to play for Wigan. And yeah, we're going to talk about Nathaniel Knight Percival in the next bit. But yeah, so Chris Merrie is a player from Wigan. Obviously, we've signed him. Obviously, he's 22 years of age. He started his youth career with Everton in 2013 to 2017, and then he joined Wigan. So, Christopher Merrie has had a few loanees with Southport and Altrincham, with one goal from each team on loan, and obviously he's played 26 games for Wigan, and he's played 5 games for Southport and 7 games for Altrincham. So obviously we signed him. Obviously he's 22 years old. He's a midfielder, and that's what we needed because we haven't got any players at this moment in time. Obviously because we've only just signed Tom Davies from Bristol Rovers. Obviously he's a defender, and yeah. So what are my thoughts on Chris Merrie at Tranmere? I think it's a good upcoming sign. Obviously, from a Wigan fan that I know, he's a good player, and he's got pace, he's got quality in the team. Obviously, he doesn't score goals, but he does make the good assists. From what I've heard of him, I think he done a great assist against Portsmouth when he used to play for Portsmouth, but when he was at Wigan, he'd done a great cross, and obviously they won the game. I think it was when they won 2-1 at Portsmouth when he was at Wigan. But yeah, and yeah, what are my thoughts on it? Obviously, he's 22 years of age, and yeah, obviously you'll know Charlie Jolly very well, obviously because Charlie Jolly is a Tranmere player. Obviously, we signed him last season. Charlie Jolly's only had a few games with Tranmere. I think he's only had about 2 or 3. But yeah, obviously for this season it's massive for both of them. Obviously with Charlie Jolly and Chris Merrie. Obviously if we want to get to be where we want to be for the next few seasons. But yeah, obviously I think this is only a 1-year deal. Obviously because of this COVID thing. So yeah, I'm happy with it. Obviously we just got to see him how he does in the league. And the next one is Knight Percival. So talking about Nathaniel Knight Percival, yes, we already know he did score against Tranmere when he was at Morecambe last season, and we didn't get through to the final. We didn't go up. But yes, so Nathaniel Lawrence Knight Percival is 34 years of age. He's a left back and a centre back, so obviously it's really good and handy. He started his youth career at Histon, and obviously he had 186 games with 29 goals for a defender. That's pretty impressive. Obviously for when he was younger, in 2004 till 2010, and then he went from 2010 to 2012. He went to Wrexham, played 77 games with 8 goals. Then he went to Peterborough United for 2 seasons, 2012 to 2014, with 46 games and 1 goal. Then he went to Shrewsbury 2014 to 2016, 63 games and 6 goals. And then went to Bradford City with 118 games and 6 goals. Then he went to Carlisle United, played 15 and scored 0. And he went to Morecambe, played 29 games, and he scored 1 goal. Obviously, that was against Tranmere Rovers. And he's also had 1 appearance in the England C team, which is pretty good in 2009. Obviously, because of his age, he's only 30, he's 34. But yeah, and he's 6 foot, so that's really good. Obviously, he could work well with the likes of Clark, Tom Davis, and yeah, obviously, and so on, for people that are going to be coming into Tranmere for this upcoming season. Obviously, it's good that we're signing players right now, but we need the right players for the right time. Obviously, it will be fantastic if we can get promoted getting back into League One. But yeah, that's our main goal for next season, definitely. But yeah, I'm happy with this signing. Obviously, I thought he played really well against Tranmere Rovers when we played them in the playoffs, and yes, he did score against us. But yeah, let's just hope he can score goals for us for the upcoming season, and we can be where we want to be. And also, in other news, that Paul Lewis has left the club. He's gone to Northampton, and Manny Montfay has left Tranmere Rovers. I think he was with us for about 4 years. Obviously, it's good to hear a good player in Manny Montfay leave, but it was going to come. But obviously, personally, I thought he would have gone 2 seasons ago when he could have gone to Portsmouth, but he's a good defender in Manny Montfay. But yeah, we've had him for a good few years. Obviously, when we bought him from Forest Green Rovers, and yeah, he done us a good thing. Obviously, he got us promoted. I think it was twice, and yeah, obviously him scoring a goal against Watford away, which was fantastic, great goal. If you haven't seen the video, give it a watch on my video on my YouTube channel, which was fantastic. But yeah, I think Sid Nelson is leaving. I think Sid Nelson's left as well, and I've heard Leon Rydell's meant to be in Bradford, but that's what I've been hearing. So yeah, but it's going to be exciting who we're going to bring in for next. Obviously, I'm hoping we get some decent strikers in next. Obviously, I just hope we sign some decent players. Obviously, I'd love the likes of Norwood coming back, but I just know it won't happen because I'm not going to be salty or anything, but it would be nice to see Norwood back, but it's not going to happen. So we need to look for players that we can bring in and they can gel. So yeah, I'm really happy with the appointment so far with Tranmere Rovers, and we just got to give them a chance. You got to see what they're like, and yeah, obviously we haven't released any pre-season games just yet, but I've heard one of the games could be Rangers, and that could be next month. But yeah, which will be really good. Obviously, to see Rangers against Tranmere Rovers, which will be really good for me because I've never seen. I think I've only seen Rangers once when they play Manchester United. But yeah, I think that was in the Champions League. So yeah, it would be good to see Tranmere Rovers bringing in some good players. Obviously, and then other news: Peter Clark and Joe Murphy have signed 1-year extensions with Tranmere Rovers. So that's another good thing, obviously, with Joe Murphy. I think Joe Murphy is a fantastic keeper. He's a good penalty merchant saver. He's fantastic. And obviously, Peter Clark, he had a good season with Tranmere Rovers last season. Obviously, we didn't get promoted, but yeah, we just got to start from scratch and we've got to go again. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. So for next time, I'll see you guys in a bit. All the rights, Sue I